A lot's been going on in the NBA. Last weekend we had the trade deadline, and now this weekend we got NBA All-Star Weekend. Whew. Let's start with the trade deadline. The trade deadline, I ain't gonna lie, this was the most activity I seen during the trade deadline in a minute. And not just activity, but good activity. Like, quality players going to some teams who have chances to go to the championship. Alright, so let's start with the Mavericks getting my boy Porzingis. Yo, that was crazy. I ain't expect that trade. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought Porzingis would really be riding out in New York for a little minute. But I guess not. Now they done teamed him up with my boy Luka, and I think them boys gonna really work some magic. But what I really like, what they really did, was the fact that they freed up some cap space to get someone else. Now, I think that they should go ahead and get my boy Mike Conley. I think you bring in Mike Conley, someone who can facilitate, but yet gonna get his buckets, slow the game down, teach the young kids when it's time to go, when it's time to shut it down, because we all know Porzingis ain't never made it to the playoffs, and Luka is his first year, and I doubt they gonna make it this year. But if you bring in an experienced veteran like Mike Conley, you could do it, my dog. Personally, I thought that was a dope trade because now Luka and Porzingis can come up together in the NBA. Porzingis gets a chance to learn from Dirk Nowitzki and Rick Carlisle. I don't know. I'm telling you. Mavericks might make some noise next year in these playoffs. Them boys might fall in that 8-7 seed somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all better watch out for the Mavs next year. Because they coming. I'm telling you. Hey, they coming. Another trade I have to talk about is Tobias Harris going to Philadelphia. That was probably the smartest trade throughout this whole entire trade deadline. And the reason why I got to say that is because Philly is in the East. And that starting five in the East is like a comparison to Golden State in the West. It's not as strong, it's not as potent, but it's good enough. It's like an imitation. You know what I'm saying? I think they got 5 people who could give you buckets. Well, 4. Ben Simmons. I just feel like now that they got this starting 5, they can space the floor a little bit more. I mean, you got the biggest point guard in the NBA right now. You got a great shooter in JJ Redick. Then you got Jimmy Buckets. Now you got Tobias Harris, and we all know you got the troll Joel Embiid himself. So it's like, yo, you got to come out the East. I just don't see any team right now in the East being able to compete with them boys for 7 games. Not 7 games. Maybe 1 game here, 1 game there, like the regular season. But you got to play them 7 times in a row. Nah, I don't think that's going to be able to work out for a lot of teams in the East. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a lot of trades that happened, but I got to talk about the one that didn't happen. How did Anthony Davis not end up in LA? Did I miss something here? Because I don't think they understand what they were about to get for Anthony Davis. Like, you were literally about to get the Lakers' whole starting 5 besides LeBron James, plus a bench player and 2 picks. And you said, no, I bet it went something like this. So look, man, we gonna give y'all boys Kuzma. We gonna give y'all Ingram. You can have Ball. Shoot, you can take Rondo and Beasley with you. Oh, and don't forget Zoo. Shoot, matter of fact, have 2 first-round picks while you at it. Take it all. Just give us Anthony Davis. That's it? That's all you trying to give up? Nah, we good. I don't understand how that trade ain't happened. And I think the Pelicans are honestly going to regret it because in the summer, I don't think they're going to get anything better than the trade that they were just offered, I really don't think that they could get something better than that. I don't think the Celtics can give up anything better than that. Because I think what the Celtics are probably willing to give up, maybe Kyrie and Tatum with a first-round pick, and that's about it. Even if the Lakers go back into this trade for Anthony Davis, I don't think they're going to be willing to give up that much anymore. I think they're just going to be like, you know what? Well, we offered y'all the best we could offer y'all before, so either you take this or it's nothing. This weekend is All-Star Weekend, and I think everybody loves All-Star Weekend. Who don't love All-Star Weekend? I mean, you got the dunk contest, you got the 3-point contest, and you got the game itself, the All-Star game. But what I got to talk about first is the media making it seem like Bron wasn't going to pick KD first. We all knew Bron was going to pick KD first. I mean, seriously. I want y'all to think about it. When you was a kid and you was playing street football, or you was picking 5-on-5 for basketball, or whatever the case may be, if you was captain, did you look for the sorriest player and say, you know what? I need him. I need her. I know they can't play. No. That's not what you was doing. You looked at him and you said, man, I need him because he the best player. I know he could play. I know he gonna get buckets. So when KD said this,
LeBron picking first 2 years in a row.
What else is he supposed to do?
he right. What else did you expect him to do? But anyway, I still think it's gonna be a good matchup between Team Bron and Team Giannis. Now, I really like what they do with this draft jump, but my boy Bron this year, that boy ain't playing no games, man. Bron really picked up people that was either in trade talks or you a free agent next year. Bron was like, yo, I'm making sure that somebody gonna say, yo, I gotta go play with this man out in LA. I know it's nice out there, plus he out there, man, let's go do the damn thing. Bron decided to go with James Harden, KD, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyrie, Uncle Drew Irving. I think Bron team kind of souped up, I'm not gonna lie. That starting five is really, really mean. And then you throw in AD coming off the bench, Klay Thompson coming off the bench. You know, you got all type of people coming off the bench for Bron. Then on the other hand, you got Team Giannis. Now Giannis, he got Steph Curry, Kemba Walker, Joel Embiid, and Paul George as his starters. Not to take anything away from them boys, they are nice. That's a nice lineup. I like that, right? They backcourt kind of small. Bron got all these gargantuans starting out there. And almost everybody on Bron team can dribble, shoot the three, all that stuff. Joel Embiid, not really a great three-point shooter. He's good enough. We know Kemba got the handles, you know. Giannis can't really shoot threes like that either, but Giannis is Giannis, so whatever. And I really like how Bron traded Westbrook to Giannis' team so him and Joel Embiid could play together. I think that was pretty funny. I wonder if them boys gonna square up in the locker room and then come out to the game like, all right, bro, let's do this. But anyway, I'm excited for this weekend. I feel like the game is gonna get out of hand. Them boys might drop 200. You know, they might drop 200 apiece if they don't play no defense. They don't. But you know what? Speaking of defense, let me talk about something real quick. Before I sign off, let me talk about something real quick. I saw this video last week, right?
Success and accomplishment as well.
Yeah, it's always going to be that way.
I saw you.
So.
And after I saw that, I'm like, bro, what you crying for? Man, you too big to be crying, my dude. You are too big to be crying. So look, Rudy, I want you to understand, all right? Rudy, look into the camera if you're watching this, bro. I want you to understand. Nobody wants to see a defender in the All-Star game when they don't play any defense. Rudy, I'm sorry, bro. Until the day you gonna do a windmill 360, you gonna cross somebody up, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff, whatever. Until the day you do that, bro, you're not gonna be an All-Star. You are a great defensive player, which is why you are always in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. That's all I'm saying, bro. Can you even do a cool pass or something? I'm sorry, Rudy. You know, look, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a little mean, but listen, I don't get it, bro. You can't be that upset that you're not an all-star, bro. I understand you hit your career high in points this year. You working hard, Rudy. We see it. We see you. But I'm sorry. Nobody's going to put a defensive player in the all-star game. Because we want to see buckets. Because just like Uncle Drew said, this game has always been and will forever be about getting buckets. Holla at your boy.